Is flip a dirty word? I'm George Grant Burch, a real estate and residential lifestyle consultant in Houston, Texas. I've had clients that make stink face at the mention of the word flip, and some have specifically told me, don't show me any flips. In this video, I'm going to break down the subject of flips and look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thanks for checking out my channel. Let's get started. Anyone who's watched home improvement television has heard of the flip, as it refers to residential housing. And if you haven't, a flip is a house that's bought specifically for the purpose of reselling at a profit. Most flippers intend to enhance the value of the property to produce a product that will command a higher price. At their best, flips bring new home quality to older homes in established neighborhoods where new construction doesn't exist. At their worst, flips are predatory exploitations that rip off consumers and enrich shysters. That's a big spread, so let's take a look at some of the common types of flippers and the flips they produce. The best flips are completed by professionals with extensive experience in the building industry. In older neighborhoods, there may be professional builders who have chosen to work remodels rather than new construction because they want to be in a neighborhood where land for new construction just doesn't exist. Like most builders, they have their own foremen and crews to manage the project and may bring in subcontractors for highly skilled trades. When done properly, these flips come close to competing with new construction. Often they're seen in highly desirable neighborhoods and command a luxury price. Your independent residential inspector can evaluate the plumbing, electrical systems, mechanical systems, foundation, and roof, and let you know the extent and quality of upgrades and repairs. Another category of high-end flip is the architect-led flip. These are generally highly styled upgrades to properties that already have relatively high value and create a showcase property that commands top dollar. Many times the original home is expanded, restyled, and resurfaced to a modern aesthetic. Sometimes architects are brought in to expand traditional or historically significant homes in a manner sympathetic to the original character of the neighborhood. As long as the architect has partnered with a high-quality contractor who uses the best materials and doesn't cut corners, these flips are generally worth their price and may be your only chance to get into certain highly coveted neighborhoods. Here's one you see all the time on television. The celebrity decorator takes on the dumpy old house and turns it into a swoon-worthy showplace with modern appliances, trendy furnishings, and lots of eye-catching staging. On TV, they usually have an iconic signature technique that gives their work a recognizable look, and you'll find that in real life too. But here's where things get interesting. While architects and most builders are licensed members of a professional trade organization, pretty much anyone with a credit card can call themselves a decorator or a designer. If you're considering a designer-led flip, ask about the designer's education, experience, and credentials. The best of these flippers will partner with high-quality contractors who can work with the designer to upgrade deficient systems, replace obsolete materials, and execute the designer's vision with integrity and passion. Be sure to use a respected, trustworthy inspector to evaluate the bones underneath all that fancy decor. The worst of these flippers will put the proverbial lipstick on a pig and expect you to pay top dollar because it looks pretty. Once all the staging and decor is removed, the house underneath is what you should be paying for. This is the flipper who's been watching too much home design television. They've seen it on TV, they've owned and perhaps remodeled several houses, and have established themselves in a lucrative, maybe if not related, career. They have some time and money on their hands. They found an ugly duckling house that they think has great bones. They make a list of the things they want to fix up, and they start hiring contractors to get things done. They have the best of intentions to upgrade the house into something anyone would be proud to live in, and then sell it for a profit and do it again. Sometimes they win, often they don't. Their lack of experience often leads to cost overruns, which leads to shortcuts. They may discover that substructures won't support the modern materials they plan to use, and either have to make upgrades they didn't put into the budget, or substitute less desirable materials to make do. These flips are easy to spot by their inconsistency. A mix of high and low-end materials is the hallmark of an amateur flip. High-end fixtures and appliances installed on budget-grade flooring. Expensive commodes installed too far from the wall because there was no budget to move the closet flange. Weird bathroom layouts, dysfunctional kitchens, and doors in odd places are all signs of inexperience. At best, you can get a great house with some quirky things that give it character. More likely, you're going to find that cost overruns, poor planning, and space limitations have created a half-remodeled potential money pit, with important systems like roofing, plumbing, or electrical left largely untouched. Lean on your inspector to find the shortcuts and then work with your real estate agent to negotiate a price that's reasonable for the home in its current condition. This flipper may expect you to fund his education project. Don't do it. The quality of a subcontractor flip varies greatly depending on the contractor's core competency. But the hallmark of this flip is a single element of the house that stands out as much higher quality than the prevailing quality level. These are the flips where you see fancy tile in the bathroom and kitchen, but little else has been touched. I've seen tons of fancy woodwork and built-ins on a house with a wonky foundation. Expensive new countertops on old cabinets with vinyl plank flooring. The contractor does a great job on what he does and counts on friends and relations to help him get other things into saleable condition. If you're lucky, the contractor is a general contractor and has the trades needed to upgrade the home's systems and functions. His bad taste can be adjusted as time and money allow. The worst of these will have outdated electrical panels, old HVAC systems, and gunked up plumbing in need of replacement. Don't pay for more than you're getting, and if the seller won't budge, be prepared to walk away. The painted flip is a subcontractor flip with one specific mantra. There's nothing a coat of paint can't fix. If a fresh coat of paint is all you want, this is the flip for you. These guys will paint everything. Outside, inside, tile, floors, fixtures. If it looks ugly, they cover it with a fresh coat of paint. If the fresh paint makes other things look shabby, they may replace some flooring or fixtures here and there with something cheap from the home center. They may have their brother-in-law clean up the yard and add a little landscaping or some fresh planting. Anything that can't be painted will probably get power washed, but that's about it. Check the systems of these homes carefully. You can't paint over an obsolete electrical box or outdated HVAC systems. Your inspector is likely to come up with a laundry list of deficiencies that your real estate agent can use to help you determine the real value of the home in its current, freshly painted, but highly deficient condition. You've met guys like this before, ready to stick it to the man by finding the next get-rich-quick scheme and make a bundle so they can leave the rat race. They attend the Saturday seminars at the Holiday Inn where they eat rubbery chicken and pay some investment guru way too much money to teach them how to flip properties in 6 easy steps. They borrow money from a hard money lender to buy a distressed property off market. That part's important. In many states, Texas included, there's no public record of the price they paid. They offer cash to someone who's eager to sell and doesn't realize that a correctly priced home will sell for more on the free market. Then they take the home that they bought at a discount and list it for a premium. They may do a little cleanup and perhaps a little paint on the front to make it look presentable, but their business model is to spend as little as possible on the house and sell it for as much as they can get. Run. This never ends well for the buyer. Another form of the investor flip is the iBuyer. These large nationwide companies use the internet to offer quick cash to those that believe that selling on the market will be a hassle. They make a below market offer to acquire the house and then turn around and list it on the MLS at a premium. Their open door showing system allows buyers to see the homes without being accompanied by an agent. These unrepresented buyers pay thousands more than the value of the home because they don't have an agent with data in hand to negotiate a better price for them. These iBuyer companies do very little, if anything, to improve the house, and many homes sit on the market for many months at ridiculously inflated prices. Because they are visited unaccompanied over a long period, they are often dirty, worn, and in worse shape than when they were originally listed. Because these companies own huge blocks of housing in certain markets at certain price points, you may find yourself having to deal with one of them to get into your desired neighborhood. Hire a thorough inspector to get into the details and work with your real estate agent to determine the true value of the home in its current condition. These companies profited greatly when the market was hot, but now are suffering with too much overpriced inventory that they can no longer turn at a profit. The ability to negotiate is often hidden in their online interface, but your real estate agent knows how to get through. My channel covers all types of home-related topics, from housing market updates to supermarket reviews. If you find value in this kind of information, your friends might too, so please share the link and help me grow my community. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post new content. So, is flip a dirty word? It doesn't have to be, but it should be a word of caution. High-quality flips command top dollar, but can be worth the money, well done, and well located. Lower quality flips may be a chance to negotiate for a home at a good price, but you have to be prepared to walk away if the right price can't be reached. In many cases, you may still find yourself wanting or needing to do upgrades and improvements that the flipper didn't complete. Only you, with the help of your team of real estate professionals, can decide if a specific flip is right for you.